Well, apart from kind of weddings and funerals, I probably don't really attend religious services, or apart from maybe at home when family are around, or that sort of thing when there's like a religious occasion, say like Diwali, like the Indian New Year and kind of Festival of Lights, maybe something like that at home. But I tend not to go anywhere. I mean, mainly because there isn't that many places in the UK where you can go to worship if you're a Hindu, other than in London sometimes. But I would say that I'm religious in that I believe that there is something out there, that there is something spiritual, but I don't think I believe in religion as like the all ends to everything. Like you should live your life by religion completely. I think everyone should take out the good parts of religion, and like the culture, the kind of friendliness, the family. I think every religion has that, and I think if we could all take that away from it, and I think they're the things that I value most about religion, just how it keeps the family close and teaches you about how to be a good kind of human being. I think is the best part of religion. I don't really think churches give the right sort of moral guidance that people have. I think the churches and religious kind of bodies, whatever religion you are, have struggled to modernise with the issues that people face now. I think moral dilemmas of when religion was at its kind of peak, like 150 years ago, are different to the challenges we have today as people. I think whilst religion tries to adapt in whatever way it can, I don't think it quite has the answers, mainly because life today is going against how people in religion kind of want people to lead their lives. So it's almost like everything's a moral dilemma, but it isn't really. I think they need to do more, but I think there are other places people can go to seek moral guidance other than religion. I think with regard to family life, religion does give quite good answers. I think all religions are founded on a good family base, and I think they do teach respect within the family. I think that you are stuck with the family you have, and you should you should learn to live with them and learn to respect them, and I think religion teaches that quite well. And it also does provide answers when things aren't going very well in the family. And I think when you look at kind of the biggest issue is probably divorce, when a family splits up. And I think it's good that religion doesn't actually support it, and it always does try and find ways of making it work. But it does offer, like, if this is what has to happen, then it will kind of accept it. Well, some religions will, and that's what has to happen to maintain kind of a good relationship between everyone. With regards to people's spiritual needs and how religion supports them, I think every religion is different. Some religions are far more based on kind of spiritualization and looking at things a bit more kind of abstractly, and maybe they'd offer it. I don't think religions like Christianity or Islam offer that same sort of kind of broad range of support to deal with kind of spiritual issues. But I think people now look elsewhere outside religion for spiritual guidance. I mean, some people say it's crazy and silly, some of the places people look, but I think everyone's allowed to look wherever they want, and I think spiritualism isn't defined as anything. It's whatever you want it to be, and you can look wherever you want to find help and guidance. I think religion has tended to either give very good support for kind of social problems, or provided no support and been the catalyst for the social problems we face. I think today, maybe as a young generation, probably not. I don't think they do kind of hold the kind of answers to our social problems. I think they go beyond that. But I think over time they have, and you look at kind of wars and things like that have affected the world. Religion has always kind of stood its ground, and has always been the kind of medium by which people can always seek sanctuary and protection regardless of who they were, and gain some support. I mean, you look at the Red Cross, it was founded through a religious cause, but it goes out and helps. everyone in the world poverty or kind of disasters. So I think there is some good coming from religion. I guess the way that I kind of connect with religion and without sort of attending a church or any sort of place is just kind of in my head, or just sort of praying but not really praying, just kind of thinking or looking for help kind of inside you when things are tough, or maybe sometimes even just discussing things with other friends. It just feels like someone else at least is listening or trying to help, and that sometimes works beyond going into like a religious place. Even though I may not be that religious, I do believe in the supernatural and the kind of spiritual, the fact that there's something out there that we can't quite define or touch or imagine that's affecting our lives. I do like have superstitious things, like I have to wear like my right shoe before my left one, and I have to wear certain things, or I have things in a certain place, and if they're not, then I feel like, oh no, something's going to happen. And I think everyone has something like that, and the only reason you have that is because you believe that there's something else affecting your life that you have no control over, but the only way you can is by doing these little things to make it right. So yeah, I guess that's my way of knowing that I'm in touch with something like that. I don't think there's one true religion. I think everyone's entitled to believe what they want, who they want, and on what grounds. But I think that there is a religion or a spiritual something for everyone. Whether you're an atheist and you don't believe in religion, there is still something for you. Or if you're Christian, I don't think there's anything wrong with believing that there is like Allah in Islam. I don't think there's one thing believing, but there's one thing kind of following. You can follow one religion, but you should understand that everything else exists around you, and it's just how different people choose to follow and believe.